Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
We're doing a new filming style a bit. New tablet. Managed to fit it into our phone financing, so now we've got some new filming methods.
Heck yeah. This camera isn't the best. The opposite camera is the best. That's why it's grainy.
But aren't we always? Alright.
Just waiting for people to filter in. It's been a minute since we've gone live.
Right? Don't mind us, we're already pretty dissociated. We spent a lot of today doing a lot of cleaning and errands, and our brain just hyper focused on this bunch of blue stuff that we've got in the art room. And yeah, Hollow has a project in mind. Oh, welcome in. It's great to see you.
Hello. We are back. We got 10 people now.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, that jumped up really fast. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to see you too. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome in.
It's been a minute.
Wow, this is grainy, but we're gonna fight through it because this is just a brief little chaotic live stream where we're doing a setup for another blue video. We've got another blue
Wow.
video coming. Welcome, 16 people. Hi. It's great to see you all. And thank you for joining. We're surprised that this many people came in. Nice.
Honestly. But
Thought
yeah.
this is gonna be like a 2-people stream. It's kind of late at night.
Yeah.
But again, we're all pretty much night owls here.
Doing another live tomorrow, though.
We are. Yeah, an actual, more planned one.
Probably with one of our phones so it's not so grainy.
Oh yeah.
Because I think, hold on, let me, I'm gonna turn the camera around. No, it's still kind of grainy. It's not as grainy though. It's definitely not as grainy.
It's still grainy.
It's still grainy, but not as grainy.
Just kind of 6:30 in the morning here. You're in Japan. That's so cool.
See, I told you, we need to do late night lives occasionally because we got people across the world that watch us.
Time zones.
It's in the description.
Yeah, we put who is fronting in the descriptions. This is d.i.d and Luka. I've got Hollow kind of co-conscious, so I'm a bit fuzzy though, so it's a little spacey. Anyway, should I resume digging through the blue things?
Well, let's get people in here and kind of greet people, and then we'll get into it. Because I kind of want to chat and say hi, and then we can definitely do it.
My brain is still hyper-focused on just blue.
Yes. And don't mind any noise in the background. We have a foster dog, Ivy, who's playing with Odyssey. And they're great. Ivy is reactive, and we are training her up before she goes to her new home so she doesn't end up in an unfortunate situation. Her owner was absolutely insane. She thought that you could speak telepathically to dogs.
She was a very interesting one, to say the least. Oh my goodness. But yeah, she basically surrendered this dog to us, so now we are getting her up to being a good dog and able to go to a new good home. And when she's ready, that's, yeah. Oh, your screen does the thing.
My screen does do the thing. That's annoying. I don't know how to make it not do the thing.
Oh, it's like way deep in settings. We can fix that later, though. For this stream today, we'll just bear with it.
Yes, we're keeping the live up. Like we always do.
Yeah. It's pretty rare that we don't keep lives up. Only a few.
Yeah, the only time we don't is if it lasts for like 5 minutes and we have really weird errors going on.
Yeah, like our weird little 5-second streams of, oh, is the internet working? Oh, welcome.
Hello.
Glad you could catch a stream.
Yeah, fronting is in the description below. Please look at the description. We put it there for a reason.
Reference it as needed.
Yes, we
are
we are back. We're gonna be making new videos. Things are gonna be rolling out. It's gonna be we're gonna be making videos again. It's
Our schedule finally settled in. Our thing was with work, it was really hard to find a balance because we started working full time again. And then we got promoted to supervisor just as soon as we were settling back in. And then we got switched to 410s. And now we're on 410s.
Yeah.
Hopefully for the time being,
And we're
because you know
working-
how schedules be.
we're working graveyard at a casino, also part-time dog training. So our schedule's also been chaotic, but we finally both of us have kind of evened out. So now we're going to be back to making videos for you.
Yes, now that we actually have weekends where we can rest and feel rested. Because 2-day weekends with our body is kind of lame. We got diagnosed with POTS in February, and that's a real struggle. It's a real issue that we face all the time, and we're coming to terms with that. And it's something that we were pretty much in denial about for a very long time. We would just fight through the dizziness and everything and just be like, oh, it's whatever. But then we got a tilt table test done. We had to like drive an hour to go get a tilt table test done, and they were like, "Yeah, you do have POTS." We were like, "Oh."
Yep. And eventually they will also have a service dog.
Perhaps we will see.
Eventually.
It'll take a while. We have to do a whole nother training for mobility instead of what Odyssey is trained for, where he is more of a
He's psychiatric. Yeah. He does behavior disruption, crowd control. He picks up objects because we have mobility issues with our knees, so bending down is not the best. And he does deep pressure therapy too.
Yeah, definitely.
We are a dog trainer, so we are going to be doing all the training. We have a Chihuahua mix thing that possibly could alert to high heart rate, and we're going to see how that works. And if that doesn't work out, then we're going to have to go through and talk about different breeds and things that could work in the future. So we're currently working on getting her socialized properly, so being neutral around dogs, cats, people, just everything, because I mean she's a typical Chihuahua mix thing and barks at everything, but she's getting a lot better. She's getting a lot better. We've taken her on walks and she's decided that she doesn't have to bark at everything, which is really nice. Got a lot going on.
Trying to think of everything we've been up to. Kind of a lot, yeah.
Yeah, work,
Home improvement things.
hatching our own chickens. We
Yeah, we hatched a few chicks.
we got an incubator and our chickens were laying eggs. We have a rooster, and I have dog training tips, and I will do a separate live for dog training tips.
Yes.
Because we trained Odyssey, and we are a dog trainer that does help people with their dog's reactivity.
Mhm.
We do other things, but mainly in this town, it's dog reactivity.
Yeah, our main clientele that we get is like COVID puppies.
Yeah. But our, chickens had fertile eggs. We popped them into the incubator, and we have a lot of really nice, really nice hatch outs from them, and some of them are actually almost laying age. So
Right, we don't have a lot of eggs.
we should be getting eggs soon. Yeah, it was really awesome. Our rabbits are doing great.
Oh yeah, they're doing good.
We're doing more stuff with our cricket, so we're making t-shirts and things like that. If you guys want like a privately made Gob Squad t-shirt, email us. maxed out dog training is probably the easier email.
And also, if we've got commissions from you that we have like in progress, we've got a couple things that we need to send to people. Like this thing right here. Oh my gosh. We can't find the Instagram DMs for people that we got commissions from. So please send us emails if you have commissions from us. Because, like that, we just need to mail it. We just can't find the username because there's a lot on it, the social media, and
it's overwhelming.
it's quite overwhelming. Like as soon as we get there, our brain just shuts down. So we haven't been
we don't have a farm. We have a basically we've turned our little house into a homestead.
Yeah, we're doing like small scale homesteading on our little third of an acre, and we'll be building a fence soon, so it'll be even more secure. Cause like we have troubles with like foxes coming in and stealing our eggs. Like our garage has basically a part of the back that's a barn, and then there's a barn door, and we were going in to take care of the animals after work one night because we work the night shift, and there was a fox in there just on our compost pile just like this, and I was like, sir, this is private property. Just like freaking dipped. We were like, guess we're really building that fence now. So yes, it's going to be good. It's wild. You never expect that you're gonna find a fox in your yard, but then, surprise.
Yeah.
The boys.
Oh, I'm glad.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we always like to, you know, kind of be able to talk people through some weird stuff. Because this... our lives are weird. Our lives are weird. And sometimes it's hard to just roll with the weirdness sometimes. I just said the same word twice in the same sentence.
Totally fine. But yeah, okay, well, let's get to the blue.
The dissociation hasn't left, so let's get over here.
We're gonna go to do the blue things. I will be answering questions and things. Okay.
Face that well.
Alright, I can see all the comments and everything, so you can comment away. This is Hollow's corner of blue.
We had to take everything out of the crawl space because it was getting really, really hot in the summers. And now Hollow is on this kind of kick of let's make things with the blue stuff. And that's one of the things we are doing.
Have you seen those micro art house things that they make like a story and then they make the thing to the story, and it's really cool? I feel like Hollow could do that. That would be really fun.
I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
So it's a really niche like craft, and it's really fun. So they take like a globe or a jar or something, and they make some of the like levels, so it looks like a building or a submarine or something, and then they put little crafts. So one of them had like a treasure chest, and they put little trinkets into the treasure chest, and then they made a little window and they put LED lights in it, and they did a couple other things. They put like little rope and stuff on the walls and things, and it was really cool. And I feel like something like that with Hollow's blue stuff could be really fun.
That's kind of what he's planning with the dinosaurs.
Oh, nice.
So you know how we got that? We have that pyramid resin mold, and he's been gathering a bunch of like dinosaurs, little dinosaurs and such, and he wants to make a scene with the dinosaurs as a resin pyramid. Like Like he's already picked out a specific, like this marble is gonna be the sun. There might be a dragon. I don't know. He hasn't decided all the way. It's kind of just a idea jar.
And we have trained pit bulls, but they're not our most enjoyable breed to train, just because they're so hard-headed and it takes like 5 sessions to get one thing through their head. They want to know how Hollow's been.
He's been okay, I think. No, he's not. He's not been okay. Like, that whole thing that went down in 2020 really messed him up, if I'm being honest here. Just the way he was specifically targeted and tried to be brought out. So, like, ever since then, he's been on this kind of, like, different mode. And, he's coming back out of it. And I'm very happy for him. He's been working through that stuff, and we've been seeking therapy. We've actually gotten and sought therapist, and he's going to be helping us find a trauma specialist in our area, which is going to be radical, and very much looking forward to that, so we can start working through trauma professionally instead of just flying by the seat of our pants. Because we all know how that works. But yeah. How do I concisely say things? I don't concisely say things. I apologize for that.
We had a husky board and train last summer, and he did really well. He was hard to train, but he was here for 3 weeks, and he was here for reactivity. By the time he went home, he was a different dog. He could look at dogs and not care. He went on to be a good boy after that. He didn't like dogs, and then he could greet dogs when he went home. So it was a big change. As far as pitties go, we've had a more difficult time figuring that out. Yeah, pits can be pretty mouthy sometimes.
Just reading up on stuff. Don't worry about any awkwardness. You're totally fine. We are completely awkward all the time.
All of us are awkward.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, Hollow's been getting like slight attitude, which is weird.
But also good.
Also good, I suppose. It's kind of freaking us out, I'm not gonna lie. Because he'll kind of just be like stubbornly there. And we're just like, whoa, bro. We don't like the ultramarine blue, but your collection. Oh.
The blue stuff makes it look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Too.
Thank you. Yeah, he just finds a bunch of blue stuff and just kind of gathers it. And he's been doing a bunch more paintings too.
It's the one color I avoid in all my paint collections.
It is a good color. Okay. I'm basically along for the ride in my own body right now, and this is very strange. What is your thoughts on systems with millions or more headmates?
They must be very traumatized.
Yeah, they must be like highly fragmented, very little differentiation between alters. Yeah, they would probably not be very like fully formed alters, but more so fragments.
I don't know if we're gonna get a new P.O. box or not. We haven't decided yet.
I don't know. Like, we haven't been able to afford one. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's the main thing stopping us right now is, yeah, food's expensive, and so is gas to get to work and everything. There's a glasses case. We were looking for one of these. It's got an iPod.
Where did Hollow get an iPod?
This is our childhood iPod.
Oh my god. Hello.
Let's see. What is that? That's Thick Boy and other cats. Thick Boy is doing very well. And our other cats are doing very well also. We got a cool gravity waterer for them the other day. Very excited about that. It was very cheap on Amazon. We had a little bit of birthday money left and we were like, yes.
What's something you
Upgrade.
suggest to put in a system journal? Fronting history, medicines, mood charts.
Mood charts would be great, actually. And then
Food intake, water intake.
I laugh because we're terrible at that personally. So having that in a journal would be excellent.
Yeah, they work at a dispensary. They are fully and permanently employed.
Yes. We had to go back to our former job because our temp agency gigs were not keeping us. Oh, this is going to the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
And, oh, my knee really hurts. Oh my god, it hurts so badly. Let me just adjust my seating. But yes, we went back to working at the dispensary and they promoted us to supervisor. So it's been actually pretty cool. We've been getting management experience.
It was great to see you too. Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks for stopping in.
How to tell people we are a system. Make sure you trust them and then just kind of hint.
Yeah, like mention it in conversation in passing and then kind of gauge it from there. And Hollow's been insisting that we've been putting blue things around the house instead of hoarding it all in one spot. Good night. Let's see. Hope both your healths are good. We've actually been working on mending our diets and eating more healthily. And it's been actually working pretty well.
And walking. We're walking a lot more.
We've been walking a ton.
We got an e-collar for Odyssey, and we are now able to walk him off leash. Not that we do that all the time. We will have a leash on him for, you know, leash law purposes, but, you know, if we go on, say, like a hike or something, he can go out and he's amazing. So we've been totally able to walk a ton more.
No.
Trying to keep a diary, but don't know how to write consistently without kind of stopping. I say set an alarm on your phone that is labeled right or something like that. And if that doesn't work, just skip a day and try again tomorrow. Don't force yourself into it. I mean, it's a good habit to be in, but don't force yourself to do it constantly if you're having issues with it. You could do a video diary too. In our house, we have 3 lab retriever, all retired service dogs. Luna puppy was supposed to be a service dog, but when we got her, it found out she had a heart problem, and the other 2 are retired guide dogs. That's amazing.
Retired guide dogs, that's so cute. They must be the sweetest of boys.
We have Odyssey. He's a border collie. He's doing fantastic. He is full-time service dog now. He is graduated from part-time to full-time. We have Ivy, who's a foster, and Nifty, who is Chihuahua thing. We call her a Chihuahua thing because she's not full Chihuahua, but she's like Chiweenie with
She's a
pug in there.
Palm. She is a Chiweenie Palm.
And
Don't
yeah,
insult her.
she's a Chihuahua thing.
She is.
And then we have Pride, who's a golden retriever, and he is a good boy. He just wants to play ball. You have 1,024 altars. That's a lot.
Oh,
I mean, that's not unheard of, but it's a
big
lot.
And that's a lot on the brain.
Tips for managing constant trauma, splitting in big qualities. Crow was not happy here. Crow went to a different home with lots more land.
She ended up with one of our friends who lives in the next town over.
Actually. Yeah, she wanted to be a dog that ran all day long, and we didn't have the capacity for that.
And she certainly did not have the temperament for service work.
Yeah,
that was kind of what the base of that was. Like, she didn't have the temperament for service work, so she was kind of just like dogging it up here. And
yeah,
like, you know, let's get you to a place where you can really, really be a dog, like in her better, ideal environment instead of our smaller environment.
It's a way better quality of life for her. She's
on a ranch now.
Yeah,
she literally lives on a ranch.
She has 24 acres to run on.
Literally.
Other dogs to play with. She's not expected to go out in public. She doesn't have to go on trips. She doesn't have to meet new people all the time. And in our household, that's kind of, you know, something that's necessary.
It's kind of how we roll. Like, we go places, we do things, and if she was going to be trained for service work, she would have had to do all those things.
Yeah, and she was an oops baby too. The people who had her, who I guess bred her mom on accident.
Yeah.
The dogs weren't the best temperament, and she had a skittish temperament and didn't like when we had a plastic bag in our hand, she would run and pee on herself, and that just wasn't healthy for her. It just really wasn't.
Right. Yeah. She was really scared of plastic bags for no reason. Like, we didn't do anything. We carried groceries.
Yeah. She didn't like it when we went on walks and we had to pick up after her. She tried to pull me over, and that was just, it was so hard.
Yeah, like, it's hard to admit when you have to wash a dog for service work, but sometimes it must be done because certain temperaments are required for service work.
Mm-hmm.
As rough as that is to admit, like, not every dog can be a service dog. It's all like kind of a big if until they settle into their temperament and everything.
Bit off topic, but some mixed dog breed names can get so funny. I have a little Shih Tzu named Sasha.
Beautiful.
Found out about 2 years ago that I'm a system, and it's much like Aether. I'm undiagnosed, but I have a whole universe in my head, and there's a lot of people, but having you guys has really helped.
I'm glad that we can be relatable, and I hope we can help people, because living totally disordered is rough. This is one of our favorite things on this stand.
Bunnyville. Yeah, she basically does live in Bunnyville. Oh, yeah.
Basically, yeah, they do. We do have a lot of wild rabbits in this region. Quite a lot, actually.
She's out there living her best life, though.
She really is. She's got a whole ass ranch now.
No, Max has not gone dormant. Max just doesn't front very often. Having autism on top definitely adds some challenges.
Oh, definitely.
Our dog pulled our mom into a car face first when he was like a year old, but now he doesn't want to do anything.
He just chilled out. Yeah, some dogs are dang wild puppies.
Yeah.
And then they get more chill as they age. That was kind of Odyssey's situation.
Well, okay, so the difference between Odyssey and Crow. Crow started out confident, and that got scared as she grew older. Odyssey was terrified when we got him, and he grew into his personality and grew into a really confident dog. We tried the exact same training with Crow, and Crow just really didn't
respond well to the anything.
Yeah.
Didn't respond well to the anything.
And some dogs,
That's
that's
so
just
accurate.
some dogs. That's just their temperament, you know. They are just skittish of everything, and they feel like the world is out to get them. So sometimes just more space and less stress is
Sometimes
the best.
being out in the middle of nowhere is what's good for them.
Yes.
And now they have a family. It's cute. It's a married couple with 2 kids, I think, who adopted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're very relatable. We also found out we are a heavily complex system.
It is a rough time.
It's 2024. Someone in our system, I don't know who, they thought it was 2021.
Ain't that a mood?
Oh man.
Where is that thing?
Which thing?
It's a little hair clip. It's hearts. He's been thinking about it specifically, like I've got that image in my mind, like very determined. Whew. So far we've got, this is the dish of trinkets that are going into this sensory bottle. It's a bunch of completely random things, as Hollow does. It's going to be making a sensory bottle full of beads, kind of like this, but the beads are going to be loose.
Loving that lace shirt.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's super awesome. It's like a cardigan thing. And yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of beads and then trinkets amongst the beads, so that when you turn the bottle, it will kind of show all the trinkets, and it'll be like a seek and find thing. We have seen those in doctors' offices before. Those are like the coolest waiting room things. It's a very fun sensory tool, and we've wanted one for a long time, so now we are going to make one, and Hollow is very determined to put cool things in there.
We do plan on getting back onto our Kitso Arts channel. It's just going to take us a little bit to figure out the right setup, because we need to find the charger for our camera that we use specifically for the drawing. So we do plan on going back onto our Kitso Arts YouTube channel and putting more art out there. It's just really hard when you don't have a camera that can hover above what you're doing. Updated Meet the Altars. I don't know if we're gonna do that. Maybe. It's really frowned upon in the community, though, unfortunately.
Kind of, honestly.
But if we get asked for it enough, then maybe.
Yeah. Like, I know our fused altars, some of them are working on this. It's another one of our long-term projects where different altars film segments, and then after the months, we finally put the video together. And it's kind of about talking about their fusion experiences and kind of that thing. So it's kind of a sort of Meet the Altars as they talk about their experiences, like fusing and adjusting to being a fused altar. Because we've been having a ton of fusions lately. Like, we still have Heather as our host. Like, she is still here, and she is great. She is a good little cinnamon roll, doing her best. And we've had a bunch of altars surface, bunch fuse, and some of the OGs like me are still here. Most of us. It's been a lot of fragments that have been fusing.
Miss sending you all packages. You know what? For you, if you email us, we'll send you our address, but only you.
Only you. Then we can send you something back too, because we learned how to crochet cool baskets with handles. Like to give you one.
You know, I want to.
Yeah, these beads that you sent us, this is what he's going to be using for the medium as the sensory bottle beads.
We want to make a stuffed animal out of this.
Oh yeah, I think that's left over from when Jessica was making a fursuit head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to make a stuffed animal out of this.
We are sitting upstairs in the art room now amongst all of the craft supplies, so ideas are flowing, but mostly... mostly pausing and dissociating and staring at the blue stuff for quite a few moments at a time. It's been a while since we've been able to really, like, get into the blue stuff. Just haven't had the spoons.
Is it possible to have d.i.d. from not having emotional attachments to caregivers and not necessarily something worse? I don't know. I would talk to a therapist about that one.
Theoretically, it depends on the situation. Yeah. Yeah, depending on how it is, I could certainly see that. But yeah. We don't know your whole story.
I'd like to send gifts to some of our altars. Really want to show you appreciation.
Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, maybe we will have to get a P.O. box. Find some way to squeeze it in with our next paycheck. Because hopefully they'll be raising our wage with our raise in position. It's so exciting being a supervisor. Not gonna lie, it's been really fun. Like, I know it doesn't pay the best, but at the same time, like, it's a really good experience, and it's not going to be forever. Now that we're done digging through this, mostly.
We do still have Patreon, we just don't post on it.
We were thinking about doing a more art thing with our Patreon. Like, we do this thing sometimes where we draw comics of, like, interactions between altars as kind of like a coping mechanism, and we'd call it, like, comics for coping, and it'd be, like, a couple dollars to subscribe, and then maybe a few more bucks for more art.
How were you able to move and find your partner?
Oh, our story. Our chaotic story.
Well, we started out on Facebook, and our mutual ex,
Stacy, TM.
yes, Stacy. If you haven't seen the Stacy story, we have a video on it somewhere. But the basic rundown is we were in a relationship with Stacy first. She was also a system, and she was okay. She's not great. It was also really creepy because she was way older than us, and it was not a good situation.
It wasn't very healthy, looking back on it. We should have seen the red flags, but we were 19 at the time.
And
like, both of us were 19.
25 or something like that.
I think she was 26 when we broke up. And as a 27-year-old now, the thought of dating a 19-year-old makes me want to be, like, blowing chunks.
Right? But anyway...
Like, no insult to 19-year-olds, you are adults and wonderful people. But I could not see myself being romantically attracted to someone that much younger than myself. That's too much of an age gap.
And
I couldn't.
And so, at one point in our relationship, she met them, and they talked, and then Stacy was just like, hey, can we bring this person into our relationship as a polyamorous relationship thing? And I was like, Sure. Sure. And then we started hating each other.
We hated each other.
We hated each other's
We saw each
guts.
other as competition.
Yeah.
For Stacy. Even though
Um,
Stacy was a dirtbag.
Yeah.
Didn't understand consent very well. No bueno as a person.
And so we ended up moving to Northern Oregon to be closer to them, and Stacy just got more and more narcissistic and absolutely abusive. We found ourselves getting abusive. They had said that if we had broken up or anybody in the relationship broke up, they would be gone.
We would just dip. Like, we were like, if either of you guys breaks up and it's just a weird thing, I'm just gonna dip.
And so we stayed an extra 6 months in that relationship, so that way we could be
Until
with them.
we came to the conclusion, like, oh, Stacy's actually terrible, because then she cheated on us. Because there's a difference between polyamory and cheating, okay? Like, in polyamory, it's a consensual thing. Like, you have to be aware of what your partners are doing. Like, if you're going on a date, be like, hey, man, I'm going on a date. And then everyone's like, cool, go on your date, have a great time. But then if someone's like, you know, creeping around and, you know, leaving DMs open and they're like, hey, when are we meeting and stuff, and you find items in their purse that...
Items of an explicit nature.
Items of an explicit nature that neither of us have seen or heard about. It's like, excuse me, what's happening? Can we meet this other person? Are they cool? Hello?
Yeah. When we broke up with her, she was like, maybe when you're a little more mature, we can get back together. And we were like,
bruh. Like, looking back at that now from our age, that she was our age. She was our age, man. Can you
And
imagine doing any of that stuff?
she
that
was an
did?
absolute child. It was ridiculous. But end of story, we ended up together. She ended up SOL, and
Stole an RV from us.
yeah, she stole our RV
She stole an RV from us and then disappeared.
and disappeared. Yep.
And that was that. Like, she didn't even, like, sincerely break up with us because we probably would have gotten shouty. Because, like, we get real mad about the concept of cheating. It's just... That's what ended our parents' marriage. So, like, we've got a sore spot about that. We would have gotten real shouty, and I feel like she didn't want to deal with that, so she just adiosed.
Yeah.
Though, honestly, it's for the better.
It
and
is.
We
were
stayed together.
We were so good
We
together.
stayed together.
This year is going to be our 8th year together.
8-year anniversary is going to be in October.
And our 3rd year married.
3rd year married. It's good.
Must be looking at blue things. Our entire house is painted cobalt with white trim outside. That's awesome.
That's amazing. Oh, God. If it was our house, we'd probably just stop and, like, stare at it, like, way too often. Stop and stare. Door handle on top of the door. That's our crawl space.
Yep.
That is our crawl space. That door is only, like,
There
waist height.
did used to be a Stacy sticker. I don't know if our thing is still...
Yeah, or Redbubble. We do
Yeah.
have a Stacy sticker, and it's great. We designed it, and it looks like it's made out of slime. It's really aesthetic, actually. We're gonna have to check our Redbubble, and if it's still active, then yeah, you can get yourself a Stacy sticker if you so desire. I don't know.
I don't know if she knows she became a meme or not.
I wonder. Stacy TM.
Yup. We have a shirt that says Stacy TM. We should go
We
get it.
have it. It's way downstairs.
Yeah, we
We're on
should-
the 3rd floor right now. That would be a venture,
Yeah.
honestly.
We should go get it at some point, though. Or maybe we'll bring it into tomorrow's live.
There is a painting.
Are we still the Gob Squad? Absolutely.
Gob Squad represent.
Gob Squad for frickin' life.
Gob Squad always. We love our goblins. This is a very satisfying thing to hold.
Have you thought about dyeing your hair again? We want to. We need money first.
Right.
We're also going to be dyeing Odyssey for the summer. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm thinking blue and green.
Ooh,
we're
what
gonna,
color
like,
should we
split
dye
his-
Odyssey?
Split his chest into 2 colors because really he only has. Call Odyssey in here. Let's get Odyssey in here.
Not you, Ivy. Odyssey. You stay, lady.
Okay, so this is Odyssey.
Yeah, everything comes.
And so we're gonna dye
Around his neck and down his chest. And we are thinking blue and green.
because that's his service dog colors.
That's what. Oh, good boy.
His little smile.
Purple.
He's been purple.
He has been purple.
That was his main color as a puppy.
Yeah.
And
you see
everyone
purple all the
thinks
time.
Everyone thinks that he is a girl.
Everyone thinks that he is a girl. He is a border collie, full bred border collie, just short haired.
Good goober. He is a very good goober.
Yeah, he is tired today. He was doing a lot of
Oh yeah, very
lot of
hardworking boy.
yeah.
He went to multiple stores with us, and he's good at finding us in stores because we started doing this thing where we wander off.
Yeah, we sometimes just can't find them, and so we're like, go find mom, and he gets so excited, his tail goes up, and he starts like trotting, and he is just like, let's go mom, let's go find other mom, let's go, and he gets so excited, he'll jump up on them when he finds them.
He'll just come and put his paws up like on our stomach and give us a hug. It's like, I found you. It's adorable.
Let's see if he still remembers that. Come here, Audie. Come here, Audie. Hey. Hey, what? I gotta check everything out. Hold on, Mom.
He's excited to be in here. We did a bunch of cleaning and reorganizing in the art room today. So he's like, whoa,
Ivy, no.
Ivy, be patient.
Odyssey, come. Cover. Do you remember that one? Cover. No, you don't remember that one.
Oh, almost. He halfway had it.
There we go. Right there. We have 6 or 7 cats.
We have many cats. We have very many cats.
We have one with wobbly cat syndrome, and she is just the cutest thing. She matches Odyssey. She's black and white. Her name is Chicken Nugget.
Yeah, we've been spending more of our time like off social media and just taking care of our creatures lately, honestly. That's kind of one of the reasons why we haven't been posting much anywhere, is because we've just been more trying to get more grounded and connected to our surroundings and our life around us and the creatures that bring us all joy.
How is the Goblin Queen? She's doing good. She's in college.
Yeah, she's been doing a bunch of school up in Portland. I think she's pursuing something in nursing, which I'm really impressed by, honestly. Little low-key jealous because, you know, we started out as medical pre-med, and we didn't graduate that way.
This is our service dog. You are totally allowed to ask us service dog questions. We will probably have a separate live specifically related to service dogs and training dogs for PTSD and psychiatric things. Thank you. He's adorable.
Yes, we have known We Are System for 6 years now and just told our mom, and the first thing she said was, yeah, that makes sense. Like, what? Oh my goodness.
She must know more than you do.
That's
she
a
knows.
relatable feel.
She just knows.
And probably has seen changes in behavior over long periods of time. Makes sense. How long have we known for? 12 years? We found out when we were either 13 or 14. It's been a long time, honestly. We're pretty well versed in this stuff just by sheer time of knowing about each other existing.
you should should show everyone what Odyssey's doing right now. he is being the bestest boy and doing deep pressure therapy, but like he's being dramatic about it.
He's being goofy. Goofy
Haven't
boy.
seen you all in a long time, so happy to see you're all doing well. And Mystic Phoenix Sister, by the way. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Welcome in. Thank you for being here.
OG Goblin, hell yeah.
OG. Gang, gang.
Yeah, the thick boy is living with a friend. He needed over $1,000 surgery.
Yeah, he's a very high medical needs cat. He's a special needs boy with that bladder and kidney problem where it kind of basically creates sand in their tracts. And yeah, he required surgeries that were about $2,000 multiple times. And
We just weren't in that situation.
we had been cleaned out. He cleaned us out at that point. We were like, bro, we can't afford your care. We must get you to someone who can. And then we did. Plus, his temperament was quite skittish, too. And he found a place where he's much more comfortable.
Our mom is very observant, but we thought we were doing well at being sneaky.
That's how it goes. Yeah, poor boy. And we don't even know why he got that thing. Some cats, I guess, are just more what's the word?
Disposed.
Predisposed to having bladder and kidney problems. Like, kidney problems are a major issue with cats. That's like one of the big things.
Yep. Yeah, good boy. It's a good boy.
He's with someone in Beaverton who can afford his fancy food, which is good because he had to get that special veterinarian prescribed food, which is like $60 a bag. It's like a big ouch there. Yeah, right?
My kids have the same type of response. Living with multiple can be troubling, so to hear that's why it makes sense.
Kids had the same type of living with a multiple can be troubling. I suppose living with a multiple could be troubling. We do really weird stuff.
Yeah.
We're very strange people. Spacing out again. Oh.
What did you find? There is nothing edible on this floor. What did you find?
Probably a piece of dirt.
Probably.
Or like a tiny fragment of paper. I need a vacuum in here.
No, come on.
Well,
Buddy.
there's enough room to vacuum in here. Ooh, Discord owned us as a system a year and a half ago, and her first response was, "Who hates me the most, and am I going to die?" Took 6 months to convince her it wouldn't affect her, and now she's good.
Settle. Good boy.
Oh. Yeah, I can understand the anxiety for that. It's definitely a real anxiety arising thing. Like, a few people at our work know that we're a system. And, yeah, we don't really just tell a lot of people. But sometimes the conversation corners us into being like, yeah, I do have that. Just as conversations progress. And, yeah, a couple of our coworkers know. They're pretty cool about it. It doesn't really come up much in conversation, if I'm honest. Like, we're so covert that it doesn't really raise a lot of questions, except for we did have one of our coworkers be all like, "Hey, are you feeling okay today?" you're usually really smiley, but you're not today. Are you all right? And we were like, yeah. And the one who was fronting was, I think it was, I forget who it was, but it was someone who was more, like, serious, and they were, like, focusing on the work and, like, checking inventory.
I
And
think it was Parsifal.
was it Parsifal?
I'm pretty sure it was Parsifal.
It could have been. But yeah, Heather's definitely like the really smiley and excitable type. And whoever was out was, you know, more low key, more chill, less less bubbly. And they were like, "Oh, are you okay?" It was kind of weird. One of those moments. Like when back when we were working at the other store, there's a couple of stores. We were working at a different location this time. Our supervisor at the time was all like, "Oh yeah, whoever it was yesterday didn't recognize me," and we stopped in our tracks like, "What?" First off, when did you find out about this? And second off, you noticed? We had a couple people like actually pick up on that. Like, it was interesting. So I guess sometimes you're not as covert as you think you are. People are sometimes observant more so than you think, but a lot of people do not notice inconsistencies and, like, you know, between alters in a person with a dissociative disorder, which we're quite thankful for.
2 comments.
Oh, I'm just kind of spacing out and talking.
3 comments. Start there.
Yeah, my kids were like, not many moms would have a mud fight with us and play like a little kid or have so many eclectic interests. Oh, beautiful. I have 2 partners. One is also a system, but still in the early stages of establishing communication and stuff. And it's nice being able to help them since I've been fascinated by the condition for years. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot of work to be able to progress and, like, gain that communication and, like, spend that time journaling and all those times staring at walls for endless hours to try to make some kind of connection. It's a lot of work. Really hard on the brain, so it's good that you can be a support person for them. Told mom recently more in depth of our system, and for her it clicked a lot why I was acting odd, especially in high school before discovering that we're a system. It makes sense. High school is definitely a weird time for being a system. It definitely changes as you age. Like this d.i.d thing. d.i.d and OSDD, most likely. Though we can't speak for OSDD experiences because we ourselves are d.i.d. So we can only say that d.i.d changes as you get older.
Yes, we still have salad fingers.
We do. We still have Sally and Drago and Ninja. And I don't know if people saw one of our last lives, but Mage got freaking stolen from us about a year ago. We cried about that a lot. Let's not reopen that wound. But, yeah, Salad is here and she's doing wonderful.
And we have Oring.
Oring.
His name is Snickers, but he's never been called Snickers in his damn life because of this one.
We only refer to that cat as Oring, orange boy. And that's what he responds to, because he is an orange cat.
And
orange.
then Chicken Nugget.
Chicken Nugget.
And Drago.
We already said Drago.
Oh, okay.
McFlurry is the one we didn't say.
Yeah, McFlurry.
I thought we introduced her on the channel, but I think that video is like one of those random clips of something that we halfway made and then never turned into a video.
Probably.
We do that a lot. And we apologize for that. We have so many half-made videos
good boy.
that are years and years old.
Good boy.
Hey, careful. We were fired from last job when they found out. Our boss knows. She was the first person we told. Was the big boss. The one that hired us. She was the first that we told. And so does our manager, our assistant manager. And she knows that we have a d.i.d YouTube. We were like mentioning it. We're like, yeah, yeah, I have d.i.d. And she was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, that's what my YouTube is about. Because we were talking about having a YouTube channel because she also streams because she does video game streams.
We have a leopard gecko and a bearded dragon.
Yes.
And we had birds, but they screamed really loud and it triggered our PTSD, so we had to rehome them.
It just be like that sometimes. Sometimes you do not know until you have owned the animal. So it's kind of a foster situation. Wizard High School, or let's see. I missed a comment. I love that I can be a comfort and help them feel safe to dissociate without judgment. That's good. That's very good to be a safe person for dissociation without judgment, because some people are like, hey, hello, you there? And it's like, excuse me, I'm trying to talk to someone in my head. I need like 2 more minutes of staring out at nothing.
Oh, sorry. Down. Down. Thank you.
Undiagnosed system and undiagnosed autistic. School was hell. School was, yeah, it was hell. I can certainly confirm that. Like, I swear almost every day we go by being like, thank goodness I'm an adult and I don't have to go to school anymore. Because going to high school was the worst. The worst. Working is easier than going to high school. I won't lie. I'm sorry to all those who are still in high school. You'll get through this. You are stronger than you think. You are a powerhouse and you can do this. Yeah. But all those who are out of high school, you know what I'm talking about. Those who say it was the best years of their life, I wonder what it's like to be them.
Our last job was like, you must see a corporate therapist. They must determine every alter is not abusive or dangerous before you can work here. That's ridiculous.
That is bananas.
Especially if you have like 1,000 alters, what are you gonna do? Sit through 1,000 sessions before you're able to get hired?
Right? You have to go through and describe every single alter to a corporate therapist. Man. We're more OSDD, but recently discovering more amnesia type stuff. But it's not recently, or not really a huge impact in our life, hence OSDD. Like, example being, like previous question, wait, I just typed that, oh, haha. We used to have a crested gecko. That's hella cool.
We used to,
Mood.
but Mage took a chunk out of it.
Mage ate it, basically.
Yeah.
She broke into the lizard cage. She was a hunter at heart. Yes. Yeah, d.i.d. is definitely a big impact on our life. Oh my goodness, is it? That is like the most tip of the iceberg statement I could have said. d.i.d. is definitely a big impact on our life. Oh my heavens. Yeah, we've had to like kind of go about things in different ways and kind of figure out how to navigate through adult life as someone with a dissociative disorder, trying to create routines despite the fact that you basically lose days and you can't remember crap. And it's like, oh, I already literally washed this load of laundry, but I have it running again because I can't remember anything. It's wild. That sounds like discrimination. Oh yeah, for that case with the seeing a therapist. Yeah.
I would get a disability lawyer at that point.
Right. At that point, I'd be like, I'd like to speak to the corporate lawyer. If they sometimes feel scared to dissociate or switch, they don't have much in the way of persecutors. I'm sure they're just hiding, and I don't want them to be scared of them. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people approach persecutors with a lot more fear and horror than needs to be, because they honestly played a vital part in survival in childhood, and it's just the way that they present maybe not as expected. Yeah, we have been talking down some wild persecutors. And like, when you don't have access to a therapist, what else are you supposed to do? You kind of have to work through your issues through like journaling and such. We've been doing a lot of that through our Simply Plural app. That's basically the only app we go on a lot is our Simply Plural. We were like, you did background check over 30 years on this job with no problems. Hello, right? Had to go to laundromat last weekend. Yucky. We've done that too. Like recently we went and just did a whole big batch of laundry there just to get a bunch of it done. It was effective. And we did a bunch of reading.
Sometimes you just gotta squish that face.
Squish that face.
Squish that face.
Learning coping mechanisms in life is important. Definitely. And that's what we've been trying to do. Like, the therapist we're getting in to see is not a trauma specialist, but we're like, hey man, we need to get like good coping mechanisms for our life as an adult, you know, how to manage things and not feel super overwhelmed. And like, we're gonna try to save the trauma dumping for when we get into see the trauma therapist. I tend to forget I have amnesia, which gives me a confirm we have d.i.d. Wait, I sent that. Oh, mood.
Can you see what she's chewing on?
What did you do? Did you bring a toy up? Did you bring up something? I think she's been chewing on the floor. Miss Ives. I'll go give her a treat.
You can let him out.
You want to go play, Audie? Go on. Go play. Go play. She's happy now. She was lonely out there. Pass that pen to me, yo. Slide it. Yeah. What them comments say?
Our persecutors keep getting front stuck. They hate it.
Oh.
We have so many persecutors, some who didn't start out as one, and we know there's a subsystem too. Being polyfragmented is exhausting. A lot of protectors types start out as persecutors. Yes!
Yes. So many protectors start out as persecutors. Like, that is such a thing.
We're terrible at updating our Simply Plural. It's like a year out of date. We keep each other on top of it.
We do.
Now that we have notifications up for each of us, they'll switch who they're fronting.
Yeah. I need to update it.
Same. They'll switch who's fronting, and then we'll go, oh, we should probably update ours too.
Yeah, we've been doing a bunch on our Simply Plural. Like using the chat functions to kind of journal. And that's been pretty effective because, you know, the phone's in your hand all the time.
We just, okay, so I don't know if you've seen it, but there was this video where this person has a duck and it's like, this is taking my duck for a swim, his name is Adam, and then they release him and he goes off and they're like, Adam! Adam! We have an altar named Adam and people have been doing that at him for quite a while.
Oh my god, I didn't even know this.
Yeah. People have been doing that to him. It was Adam! Adam! Come back, Adam!
When did I start fronting? I have to change the time. Let's just say
We don't even
whatever.
do that. We just don't care.
I try to aim to ballpark it because we see the time counter on like how long you've been fronting, and it's like, I have not been fronting for 50 seconds. Excuse me, I have been out all day.
Subsystem thing is confusing, as in, I know what it is. We have a few, but some people say it has to be d.i.d, and others say it could be either d.i.d or OSDD.
I'm fairly certain it's only d.i.d that has the polyfragmentations, like, with amnesic barriers. Because amnesia barriers is the tell for d.i.d. Like, if you have, like, complete no communication between certain parts, like, if there's complete none of that. That's d.i.d.
I think we're too ancient to have Simply Pearl. Not even sure what it is. It's a system fronting app. You put in your alters and you can pick who fronts and stuff. And there's messages between alters and things like
you
that.
can make profiles for your alters. It's kind of like a good all-in-one system tracking kind of app. Don't mind the dog sounds. They're just playing out on the landing. Dang hooligans. Go downstairs.
I have a demon who should technically be a persecutor, but was my first protector, and I love him dearly. But he's a dork who doesn't show emotion, so he comes off as Sunder. He's good. He's good at his job. Hell yeah.
That's good. Ooh, you know what? While we're here, let's do a thing. Let's work on this art thing that we've been meaning to do. It'll be good to have a...
I'm just gonna keep that down for you.
I am wearing spandex under this skirt for everyone's reference. That's fabric paint. But, I thought this was not fabric paint. Well, now that completely derails my train of thought. See, this is what happens. This is neurodivergence in action, or whatever. Because now I have to go through all of my paints and decide which paint is going to go on that canvas. Because I thought we had the perfect tube of black paint that was going to cover a big old canvas that I'm going to turn into a drawing. But I didn't see that. It's fabric paint.
Safety shorts are so based. Yes.
I don't know what that means. I lost a few years.
Bomb, epic,
Oh,
awesome.
based. Good.
We have like an internal app called Memory Board we use to communicate between us.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's just out here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Simply Plural could be very helpful, but also confusing. Like there's someone on there that no one knows, and we're so confused.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a slippery fuckface.
Big slippery fuck face. Pardon my French, but that is what's on the Simply Plural. I want to read this. I want to read this. Big slippery fuck face. He's made of nightmares. I ain't playing. That's his system role. Who asked it?
What's that place called?
541 Lifestyle. Oh, I shouldn't have told the store name on the live.
Oh well.
Our friend just messaged us with a question. We're good. I'm not giving up on the paint though. I just needed to sit down for a minute and rethink. That'll work. I think.
Yeah, it's pretty much brand new.
Cool. Unprompted art night.
Well, it was supposed to be art night, but no one showed up.
True. Alright, let me just get a photograph of this painting, and then we can move to it.
Anyway, you guys can ask questions about service dogs if you want. That is our niche, so.
When it comes to general and deep memories that any of us need to recall, we get it from the archive. Things aren't always stored properly. It's a bit of a mess.
Yeah. We can literally move the camera. Oh.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we probably should.
We're moving and switching gears.
Switching projects. This is an old painting of ours from college. It was not... It's not the best. Not very... It's finished. You can still see the pencil under it. It was a really quick project. And we've been wanting to paint over this for a long time.
Yes, we're doing dog training part-time. We work at a casino full-time.
I have a homemade book I made while watching your live. It's full of pressed flowers and herbs. Oh, that's awesome!
That is amazing. That is the coolest thing. I think I just got paint everywhere. Hold up. No, I didn't.
I'm really glad that our tutorial on how to do it worked for so many people.
It is so awesome. There's this one painting that we want to hang in our room. It's gonna be like an eye kind of like holding itself open, and it's gonna have like a bunch of irises and pupils in it. And we've been thinking about this for months, and it's gonna be this canvas, and we're very excited because it's gonna be aesthetic, kind of trippy, but also a d.i.d. painting.
Yes, art time.
It's art time.
I wish we had our pokey tools. We'd start making notebooks.
All right. Just gotta track down all that and put it into a nice basket for you.
Any timeline if Etsy shop will open again? Unfortunately, probably not because they steal our shipping fees, but you're more than welcome to message us directly, email or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna be looking for a different kind of shop front. If anyone has any recommendations for things better than Etsy, we would love to take those recommendations because our Etsy account is kind of trash. And it's full of old orders that we've already fulfilled that we will not get off the dashboard. We've contacted support for it, and they're just like, eh. And so we're like, help. We're gonna find something better than you, Etsy.
Do we have any pure CBD stuff?
Oh, I do.
Liquid.
I have pure liquid CBD. I got like a ton of it from some samples. I can spare some, but not all. I need that stuff. CBD is good for pain. Yeah, we love helping our friends as we can through our job.
Ever notice how artistically inclined neurodivergent people are, right?
Right though.
Also, hi, Noemi.
Oh my god, hi! Long time no see. This is not what I intended for tonight to turn out to, but I am not complaining at all. This is a good time. Any other questions that I may have missed?
Not right now, no.
Gucci.
Watch the VOD later. I think someone's been watching too much Twitch.
Oh, is that what they call it when they download or they upload their streams? The VOD?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, totally. Go for it. It'll be up.
Do you write books?
Yes.
We attempt to.
We have books in progress.
We have the d.i.d. survival guide that's like 3 years in the making. Are you still raising rabbits? Yes.
Yes, we are. And it's going quite well. They are healthy boys.
Yeah, we have 7 babies on the ground right now. We have 1 pregnant mom, and we're planning on breeding again here in a little bit. Probably a couple days when it's not so hot. Do y'all have Discord?
Not
No,
anymore.
because we put up Discord and then the people who were running it gave it all these rules and regulations, and we are those people that are like, we're gonna make it raw, we're gonna make it real, we're gonna make it so people don't feel guilty about asking things, and then they are like, you need to censor this, and this, and trigger warn this, and this, and we were like not okay with it, and we weren't keeping up with it, so
we gave them the Discord.
yeah, we were like,
Here.
yeah, you can do what you want, but
I can't do anything.
Like, we can't with this type of format. Our brains cannot. Like, it's really hard to keep up with that as dissociative people. Plus, for us personally, group chats are, they make us shut down. They make us shut down almost instantaneously. I don't know what it is, but we've been that way for a long time. Years and years. We try to fix that, and it's hard. We need more therapy.
I
Well,
usually
guess the
do.
proper answer is maybe, but we need more therapy first.
I usually do acrylic pour background on old canvases before doing art in ink on top. That's pretty cool. How long is a rabbit's gestational period? 31 days. 31 to 36. It depends on the breed.
Yeah, it does depend on the breed.
And how long they hold the litter, because sometimes they'll go longer and sometimes they'll go shorter. If they go longer, most of the time the babies will be all furred up and everything. If they go shorter, the babies will be no hair.
Little naked rat looking babies.
Yeah, they'll be like no hair for a day or two. Picture of a rainstorm of soggy bunnies and starts to giggle. That would be funny. A funny picture. Have you guys heard of Pluralpedia? It's literally Wikipedia for system.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one. I haven't really been on it though. I've like seen people like post definitions and such, like on their TikToks. But that's about it so far.
Check the description for who's fronting, but we've been doing pretty decently. Just kind of getting our life together and
Yeah, honestly, adulting, getting our house clean AF.
yeah, we now have a dog kennel room, which is great.
Yeah, the room that started out as our art room is the dog kennel room now, and it slaps.
Yep,
The dogs
because
have a whole room.
because Ivy's reactive with some dogs, we have to kennel everyone for their own safety. So they take turns coming out and playing, and they get exercise and training and all the things, and they're very happy, very good doggos. Yes, bunnies can be litter box trained.
They can.
It doesn't take too long. You just put their waste into a litter box, or put the litter box in the corner that they most want to use, like the corner most used, and they'll usually just hop right to it and go in the litter box, and then it becomes habit.
Yeah, it's super easy. Yeah, we have one who's litter box trained, and the others have that kind of like pan under the cage kind of structure thing. They're like the farm and show cages kind of things.
How many dogs do you have? We have 3 dogs and 1 foster dog. See, a golden retriever, Odyssey, who's border collie,
The Chiweenie Palm.
the Chiweenie Palm, her name's Nifty, and Ivy, who is, it's still out on debate on what she is. She's guessing German Shepherd lab mix. She has a lab body, but the German Shepherd like head shape and everything.
Her previous owner said she was like Malinois mix.
Yeah, she said
But like,
she was
I don't know.
Mal German Shepherd mix. But I'm gonna show you this dog. Okay, I'm gonna show you this dog. This is Ivy. No, come on, out. Odyssey, out. Ivy. Good girl. This is Ivy. She does not look like a Malinois Shepherd mix. Ivy, come on, out. Both y'all out. Out. Come on, out.
Look out.
Go on. Nope. No, ma'am. Okay. Get out. Go on. Out. Good job.
Good job. But yeah, that's Ivy. Okay, and switch the camera back. But there's no way that is a German Shepherd Malinois mix. Just no way.
Pardon my hyper focus. We get this way sometimes.
We're up on the 3rd floor in the art room with canvas and paints, and we're live. So obviously you have to.
Yes.
The previous dog we had was a lab and beagle mix. I wonder how that went.
Oh heavens! What a combination.
I wonder how that occurred. I don't know how either pairing would work.
I just wonder what sounds that dog made. Like imagine a beagle combined with a lab sound, because beagles do that like howl thing. Oh my god! I almost got paint on the carpet. That doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. This carpet's getting replaced anyway.
It is getting replaced anyway.
It's art room carpet. It's chill. So
Sure.
glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, we're glad to be doing good.
Honestly, yeah, it's been kind of a relief. It's weird being kind of stable.
She was a rescue. The sound was like a beagle howl, but it was short each time.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
Painting on the carpet is a dangerous gamble. Our last dog was mixed breed that had anger issues. He is now bounded over Rainbow Bridge.
Oh. Rip in peace, boyo. Let's see how well covered that actually looks. Well, you basically can't see anything. That's what we're going for. We're going for just a flat black canvas here.
Have you found any new hobbies this year?
I mean, just our old hobbies, because, I mean, that's what we're good at.
I guess aesthetic organization. Aesthetic organization. Yeah, like for a while there, Heather was only just like scrolling TikTok for those aesthetic organization videos. And now our fridge looks pretty. It's kind of a mess, but once it's cleaned up, it looks really pretty because we've got nice plastic drawers.
Hell yeah.
She found some at Ross for really cheap months ago for our vegetables.
How many irises will be in painting of I?
Haven't decided yet. Probably a bunch. It depends on how big the thing is. Because it's going to be like... Probably like...
German Shepherd more than Belgian Malinois for sure.
Yeah, no, we don't think she has any mal in her, honestly. We think she's German Shepherd lab mix. Her old owner was insane. She
was wild.
Yeah, she got this dog. Aether should do readings for audiobooks. We're usually the ones that do all the reading. But, I mean, both of our voices are great. People wanted Splinter to do ASMR videos.
Yeah. Maybe we should do stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
Little's Corner was a big hit when we were doing it. Maybe we should bring it back.
Perhaps. Like, I know our protectors would definitely be down to do some reading books. Like, we still have that other Dear Little Ones, but we had a video by Ballista that was filmed in 2021. We don't look like that anymore. So it would be weird to post that. Just breathe in my hair a little bit, don't mind me. But we will most likely refilm that one.
Mothman. Yes, we need to finish Mothman.
Yeah, I found that book when we were tidying. I was like, yeah, Mothman.
Yeah, we need to finish it. I don't know. Maybe we'll just redo part 1 because we don't remember reading it, and I don't feel like going back to the video and listening to myself read. So I think I will just reread it at some point because that was a good book, and yeah. So we'll probably just sit down and read at some point, and yeah. Not gonna lie, missed your guys' streams.
Oh, thank you.
We are back. We are back. Indeed, we are back.
Yes.
So you won't have to miss us anymore. We will be posting pretty regularly soon. Love Treehouse Kids books. Yeah, those were pretty great.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if we actually read any of those. It was kind of weird, like, what we were and were not allowed to read when we were younger. My parents were weird about that a little bit.
Yeah, we as my household goes were allowed to watch the Grim Adventures of Billy Ray and Mandy, and
Billy Ray and Mandy.
I always say that.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
I always say that, but we went over to a friend's house and we were watching that, and she was like, "You can't watch that! You can't watch that! I'm gonna get in trouble with my mom!" And we were like, "Whoa, dude, calm down. Calm down. We'll turn it off, but like, calm down."
That would have been me. I would have been your friend in that situation.
The Littles really enjoyed your reading corner. We will try and bring it back. We will try really hard to bring it back. We enjoyed reading, so we need to bring it back.
Yeah, I don't think any of our littles would like make a video, but we could definitely make some reading videos and like a good vibes geared towards d.i.d. system littles.
Our Littles Corner, other than the slime making video, which was fun as hell, our Littles Corner videos were our adult alters making videos for littles, kind of like Miss Rachel.
Well, Richard made a video, and then we did the Bean Boozled one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson is doing just fine.
Yes.
He is still bulldozing through walls. He has his own little rec room. It's pretty great. Also, for those of you who are watching the podcast that we were doing and followed along with that, we merged over, so we're no longer on the old land. We're on the new island, and all of us have merged over, except for some of the guard who go back and forth. So that is a system update, I guess. It was funny because we call it integration because we were moving closer together, and our therapist freaked out and was like, "You're integrating what?" And we're like, not the way that
Not
most
that
people
way.
not the way most people say integration. We were just talking about like moving closer together and trying to break down amnesia barriers. Integration, like that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, the decrease amnesia barriers integration, because that's one of the uses of the word.
I remember the Bean Boozled video. Yeah, it was pretty good. We need to
Oldie
make
but a goodie.
more alter challenge videos, like with the hot foods.
Maybe. I don't know if that'd be too sensationalizing, though. It's hard to know what is and isn't sensationalizing.
I think we should make things that we enjoy making and avoid catchy titles that people would call us out for. I think that's what people hate is the clickbaity titles
Fair.
more so than the actual content. Did you guys make yard into a garden? We're working on it.
Yeah, we got some garden beds. We got a couple garden beds and we're filling them with the composts. We're very excited about that as well, because we want to start growing more of our own fruits and vegetables, especially given how pricey the food be these days.
Which is also why we're breeding rabbits and chickens.
Uh-huh.
We have a dehydrator, so we started making rabbit jerky, and by God, it's amazing.
It is so good.
It is so great.
I should give some of that to my buddy. We've been making some, like, IRL friends. Or at least trying to. It's weird, like, making friends as an adult. I totally touched the carpet with my paintbrush. There's a black spot that wasn't there before.
Oh well.
Yeah, this carpet is most likely getting ripped up very soon as well. We're kind of just taking it all out of here, getting rid of it, because it is shag that is kind of horrendous. Like, it's so hard to clean. So hard to clean. You have to vacuum it like a zillion times. And it's also probably like 10 years old. She is ready to be replaced.
Yeah.
But yeah, the plans for this painting were kind of just to start with a black background. And then we're going to make one of those, this is going to be for a Q&A and painting video. So we are going to somehow rig this big old thing up on that desk there with a camera above it, so you can see the process more better. Instead of me just like getting in front of the canvas and being all weird. Because I might actually paint this one. I'm good with eyes, I'm good with makeup, I might take this painting. I do art too. Like, people forget this. Like, I am also a painter, excuse you, at Rest of System.
Do you have any plans for that blue and brown fabric that's right there?
This?
Yeah.
No. Take it.
Stuffed animals.
Make it. I knew cleaning the art room would make us feel more creative. Yeah, we've been reconfiguring a lot of our furniture and shelvings. Kind of trying to find the best flow for stuff. And going through our old belongings.
Oh yeah. So for anybody who's new, we are both systems and we are married to each other.
We are married.
Just for anybody who's new, who hasn't been here before, we are indeed married. We are a couple. We are not siblings.
We are not siblings. We are not related. We are both diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
And we are married to each other.
So I just wanted to drop that in because some people will comment on some of our videos and be like, you guys are so great. It's so nice to see siblings together. And we're just like, we're not siblings.
And it's like, oh no.
We are married. We are talking about having children in the future. We've had a wedding, and we live together and we share the same bed. So like, no, not siblings.
Not siblings. my sister lives far.
Always fun when someone hijacks a project.
Yes. Yes, we've discussed this painting for a long time, and like, I might snatch it like a weave. Freaking watch me. I'll do it. I feel like I've aged up. Like, me as an alter, I've had a weird experience with age, because age in d.i.d. works differently, sometimes depending on the alter. So I was like 16 for the longest time. The longest time.
I was Cradle Robin.
Then I jumped up to 24. And this last birthday for us was pretty significant, so I've jumped up to the same age as the body now, which is strange. Like, I was walking around today, I haven't fronted in a while, and I was like, I'm not 24. I'm not. I'm the same age as this body. Whoa. And it was like a thing.
Do you guys plan on making more Meet the Altar videos? It's
Perhaps.
upon demand.
Yeah, it's kind of like a based on request.
Because those have been sensationalized and demonized by the community. Oh, this person is just doing it for clout, and like, we're not. We just enjoy saying hi to people, and sometimes introductions are nice to have when you're watching a d.i.d. channel.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to know who's making the videos, and if alters are willing to share the information, sure. But it depends on like what people view as sensationalized for alter intros. What would be a good way to do alter intros without sensationalizing? Let's brainstorm that a little bit, because we're curious. We've been thinking about it. Like, I wouldn't mind doing alter intros again in the future, but what's a better way? Because we've had some pretty significant new alters show up. I mean, they're not new, they're formed from fragments that were there. Like Chloe. Like, she's definitely gonna be making videos. Oh, there's a piece of sparkly vinyl that caught my eye.
You know, you could throw vinyl into your paintings if you wanted to.
That might be fun.
Helium challenge.
Helium challenge.
Wait until you look in the mirror and see an ancient crone instead of yourself. That's a solid mood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. There's only a few of us who really look like the body. A lot of times we do double takes. We're like, oh, Jesus, oh, it's me? Good.
Alright, I'm gonna go put Ivy away.
It's bedtime for the lady.
Yup.
Ooh, that spot needs more paint. Painting over old paintings is always a challenge because there's a bunch of old paint here. We were painting this very roughly. Our old style was a little more palette knifey. Paint as fast as you can because you don't know the next time you're going to be fronting, basically. You don't know the next time you're going to be here and able to paint. So paint quick, because this is your chance now. And now I guess we have a bit more time to kind of paint slowly, because we're not working on like a school time schedule. That was kind of the issue in college with paintings like that, was you gotta work quick because you've got like paintings due in a week, you've got your gallery studio presentations. Now we've got Drago meowing outside, and we have basically all the time we want to actually paint. It's a nice thing about not being in school anymore. less time constraints with art. Let me see what comments are here. Metamorphosis updates. We still, let's see, for our system, we still have our rings basically. Yeah, how much has our system changed? It's all structured pretty much the same, but the rings are moving. One of the rings has moved above the center ring, and it's because of a major altar that was. She's been here passively influencing us since we were basically 3 years old, apparently. And she has our dead name, which is a real mind blower there. But she's working with us. She's kind of like similar energy to Parsifal, but not really at the same time. I suppose that's how I could describe that. See, personally, I see that as, hi, this is who I am. I would agree if it weren't for her role, if it weren't for how designed of an altar she is, how directly from our trauma she is. Because she does not seem like a core altar. It's a very strange situation. Unfortunately, there will always be dumb people in this world. Word. Yeah, she's an interesting one, but she's very nice, actually. I'm surprised at how well she is getting along with Heather. Because I expected this to be another, like, Devon Parsifal situation. That was awful. It was two altars just, like, basically fighting each other for control constantly and, like, putting each other down and treating each other like crap. And that was not a good situation. But, like, Liz and Heather are going pretty good. Yeah, she chose the name Liz to go by, you know, just as a pseudonym. But yeah, those two are, they're like friends. They're like actually friends. We were all really surprised about that. The whole system was expecting it to be an all-out battle, but it's not. So we were very surprised and delighted by that. It's kind of like oh, I'm actually kind of healing here. That's really nice situation. Because normally, you know, altars showing up, it's a whole ordeal. You have to get everyone adjusted. You have to make sure you can communicate well with each other, and it can be a challenge, definitely. I think this is pretty much good. We actually stretched this canvas ourselves, which is why we're so reluctant to part with a lot of our college paintings, is because it's like hand stretched canvas. And some of these frames we actually built. I think this might be one of them. But we definitely stretched that canvas. That's us. That's definitely us. This feels so familiar. Let's see what them comments is. Hello, I've been watching your videos for quite some time. You probably don't know me, but I recall in a previous live I told Heather about my desire to get into music therapy. Ooh, that's really cool. I'm now officially 1 semester into my course. Thank you all for being part of my inspiration to get into this field. I wish you the best with your lives. That is fantastic. Congratulations. We're so happy for you. Music therapy is a very underutilized form of therapy, and there needs to be more people out there doing that good stuff. So that's amazing. It's 1 a.m. here. Can't believe I am awake here. Well, that I am one awake anyway. You all have sleep difficulties as well? Yeah, actually, we do have sleep difficulties. Sleep is a challenge here. We fall asleep too easily, actually, these days. It used to be that, we couldn't sleep for a while there, but now we sleep too much. And I don't know if that's because of medications or not, because we're tapering off of this current antidepressant. This one's making us too tired. It's like antidepressant number 6 we've tried, so it's a challenge. Because that influences sleep quite a bit too, depending on medications. Some medications will make you drowsy as all can be, and others will make you just awake and zombie-ish. We had that with a couple. But yeah, currently we're trying to get a good sleep schedule going. Honestly, that's a good reminder. Because we have to be up early tomorrow before it gets hot. We want to weed whack part of our yard. Yeah, we'll most likely wrap this up in a second here, but first, let me bring in Drago, because he is sad, lonely boy hours out there, and I think you all deserve some floofy boy content. Come on. Come in, boy. Drago. Yeah. Boy. Here's a boy. Some boy. The fluffiest of boys for our closing segment. I'm very much supposed to be assignmenting. Hey, can wait, this is better. Don't worry. We're gonna be wrapping up here soon anyway, because it's getting pretty late. Drago is making all the lonely boy sounds, so he came in. Oh no. The hi, this is who I am comment was about your Meet the Alters video. Thank you. Because, like, that's kind of our low-key fear in the back of our head is, like, people are gonna be like, oh, Liz is just you. It's like, no, she's not.
Is there any other plugins besides that one?
There's a power strip right behind that chair. Yeah. It's not a food dish. It's full of blue random things, boy. How do you do music therapy if client is musically challenged, for instance? I have no talent there. Drago, yes. We also might be fostering a golden because their owner is getting evicted and they aren't taking care of the dog. Oh man. Yeah, I hope you can give that doggy some good care then. Yes, a boy. He has been permitted his short amount of time in the art room. Sweet boy. Alright, final questions and such. We're gonna start wrapping up here because it's late and I need to cook us dinner. Dinner at 11:30 p.m. because that's how we roll. Usually we don't get out of work until about 10:15. So late dinners are kind of the norm. Happy fluffy boy. It's a big fluffy boy. We figured out his biting thing, the way he likes to bite, is a Siamese thing. They just do that. It's freaking funny. anything. Sending you good energy. Missed you all. Yeah, we missed you all too. Thank you for tuning in so late at night for our random stream. Art stuff. Yeah. Take care. Hope to see you all more in the near future. Absolutely. I honestly might post some of those videos that we have halfway filmed from like earlier this year, because we have that one about like art styles changing between altars. It just needs a couple more pictures added to it and then it can go up. That's pretty much it. So I think we'll actually do that. Love nibbles, yes. That's a total Siamese thing. And he's part Siamese. He's a ragdoll Siamese Maine Coon. He's a big boy. A big fluffy boy. So glad y'all are back. Great to see y'all again. Great to be back. Yeah, we hope to be able to like be a presence in the community once more. And we have like, yeah, we want to do more book reviews as well, because we started another book. We put down one because we were like, I'm literally wasting my time here with this thing. It was it's called Both of Me, and it's a realistic fiction kind of book. But the character that has d.i.d, exhibits a lot more symptoms that are not d.i.d too, so it's a very strange kind of psych thriller romance thing. And the way the main character narrates is basically intolerable. Like, the narrator of this book, I do not like her as a person. I would just not be friends with her if I saw her. So it's very hard to be into that book because she's just a very cold person. Maybe the romance warms her up or something, but I'm not going to read the whole book right now. So we'll leave finding out that story arc to future us. Because right now we started a non-fiction book about people with d.i.d. And we'll be reviewing that instead. It's called Switching Time. And it's already pretty interesting, honestly. We've only read the first few pages, and it's good. Oh, let's see. OMG, I'm so sorry. I should have been clearer on what I was talking about. Oh, no worries. Drago, you watch that fluffy tail of yours. You can't flop down onto that painting. You can flop down right here, though. Or not. Or you can wander. Ooh, also got parts. Yes, we have that one. I think. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Acrylic, sorry, don't know who is fronting. You missed my earlier comment about my... Oh yeah, goals for music therapy! Yeah, this person earlier when you were letting Ivy in. Like, goals for music therapy. I'd just like to thank you as well for being part of my inspiration for music therapy.
Oh, hell
like,
yeah.
they're going into studying that.
Oh, that's amazing.
So cool. Let's see. Read Looking Through the Eyes of Trauma and Dissociation, and it was really helpful. Also, Holistic Therapy for People with d.i.d. Taking a picture of that with my phone so I can save that title for later. Love Drago purring. Yes. We have a lot of really good books. I think for our, like, the opening segment of our next book review, we're just gonna build like a little fort with all of our d.i.d books, and we're gonna be in there like, hey, welcome back, goblins. And a short reminder that each and every one of you is valid, strong, enough, appreciated, loved, wanted, unique, amazing, and deserve kindness, respect, and compassion. Love y'all. We love you too. Thank you so much for that. That is so sweet. His purring is the best. Like, He does those little chirpy purrs. But that is so sweet. Thank you. We appreciate that. We're doing pretty well. We're just about to log off, so yeah, the stream will be uploaded right after we end it. So if you want to watch back, go for it. We will most likely go live again, probably tomorrow or the next day or something. It's our Saturday. It's actually our Saturday, so we'll see. We'll see what our weekend holds. Anyway, I gotta go get my booty downstairs and make dinner because I'm hungry.
I'm just working on cricket stuff.
Gonna go make some dinner.
You do it.
All right, you all, thank you so much for tuning
Yeah,
in. You
thank
have a
you.
wonderful night. Same time, probably earlier. I think I am going to now go draw a book goblin. Yes, draw a
Yes.
little goblin. You have a wonderful night, everybody.
Good night.